Hello. Yeah, they nerfed player and enemy damage output by quite a bit. I really think they should do nerfs after they buff the bad classes because like the thief, the one I've been playing in the videos is like the best class. So yeah, you can look at the patch notes there. I don't know how much sense you'll be able to make of it just watching me play, but yeah, they did nerf a lot of the enemies. They nerfed a lot of the unfair stuff, but I don't know, nerfing player damage this early on, the game's only been out for a week, I think is a little bit much. But we'll play some Towerborne after this and see how the nerf impacts things. I played it a little bit this morning, but there was no patch notes until like 30 minutes later.
For now, we rest and regroup. There are far too few of us as it is, and I won't risk losing anyone through lack of preparation. Do you think
No, they got rid of a fair amount of the unfair stuff, but there's still a decent amount of it.
The fat chocobo is it?
I don't see what.
Marvelous.
Clive.
Delight now.
Oh, meal. How long has it been?
So many uses.
You are always welcome at my table.
That's the last one. Better let Kenneth know.
Mods for this game are going to be pretty awesome. They've already got a mod loader. There's no mods yet. The only mod that there is right now is some stuff to help with performance, which I haven't bothered with because so far it's been running fine for me. There's a mod to uncap the frame rate in the cutscenes, but I've already seen most of this game's story back when it came out because I was interested in. I don't know, the marketing for this game is kind of a lie. They said that this is the first Final Fantasy action RPG. I'm like, did you guys forget about Stranger Paradise? It didn't come out that long ago. That game's like 2 years ago. Like, it's not the first one. It's the first mainline one, yes. First one? Heck no. That was the first Final Fantasy game I ever finished. Was Stranger Paradise. So we'll see how I like the combat in this compared to that game, because I think that game was awesome. It had flaws, but I still enjoyed it.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts.
Good old forced
Nothing
walking.
strange assassin
Everyone's
can't handle.
favorite.
How reassuring.
You're welcome for that and the shortcut.
Shortcut, but we're walking. This game needs a sprint at all times mod. Kind of like arbitrarily, like, can't sprint.
Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Or maybe they're not.
Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy.
I think the interesting thing about just kind of
We still have a way
not
to go.
acknowledging Stranger of Paradise is it's way more of an RPG than this is. This game has the most bare bones RPG elements. They might as well not even exist. It felt like they just put them in so that they could say it was a Final Fantasy instead of
Let's try
a
and stay out of its path.
off-brand DMC.
Remember when I said to the deadly beasts? Well, the slugs of these farts are much better.
And you only think to mention this now. That's enough.
Like Stranger of Paradise has actual builds. This doesn't really.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
Build is pretty much the moves that you equip in this game. It's less about like actual equipment with like buffs on it and stuff. They did add some of those in the DLC from what I understand, but I'm a long ways off from that. The DLC in this game is all it's all at the point of no return, so right before the final boss.
A wyvern. I can see that. Doesn't have to be a friend of
Sick on Torgal.
How's the stream looking? I've got a locked 120 FPS right now. I don't know how it's looking on the stream. I wouldn't really be too bothered if there were any issues, because this is already pretty much a solved game.
Must be a nice
I'm not
little
making
guy.
any guides for
Keep
this.
your eyes open.
This game for me is casual playthrough, and then maybe some raw gameplay if I like it enough, and then
it appears we won't be going
I'll make
this far.
videos for the mods because those will do pretty well. But
I'll admit I hadn't
I'm not
counted
like
on that.
doing full-blown guides and let's plays and stuff for this. It's casual
At
playthrough.
least one of us knows these woods.
It's the thing about late PC
Thank you,
ports. Late PC ports are kind of nice. Like, hey, I'm not in a rush to finish this. Gundam Breaker 4, I kind of had to speed run to get through because I was going on vacation. But
Well, that's too
this is
happy.
kind of just
And for once, it's not my fault.
play to play. No deadline.
Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy.
This is stupid. I like roads.
Keep your distance, boy. That's it. Don't let them get away. It's over. Finished. Give them all. That's it.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
Kind of thought about waiting to play this until the mods come out, but they really drip feed your moveset in this game quite a bit. So it's like, I know I could wait, especially because I'm not really playing this for content, but at the same time, I need to get far enough to actually make any use of the mods. So I'll probably play a little bit.
This
Depends on how
shouldn't take too long.
fast things go.
So much for your shortcuts.
Like, there's already a mod manager out, but there's no, like, actual mods yet.
Not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly.
Keep your distance, boy. Too slow. Get him, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Aye, someone's got the hope. Where he stops, no one knows. I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
FF15 was, like, barely an action RPG, though. Like, the combat was mostly just holding a button down. Like, the DLC that they did with the, you know, the MMO character, and then the ones where you could play as his friends, his bros, those had more involved combat, but, like, playing as Noctis was mostly just holding a button down. I don't know how the builds worked in that game, because I didn't play it that much, but yeah, it wasn't really much of a...
That's better.
Clive,
wasn't much of a
what
action
exactly do
game.
you plan on doing when you find this
Kind
guy?
of was, but
What do you
felt
think?
too automated.
I'll show him the mercy. he
This
should
game
have, brother.
definitely has a lot
Out
of
the tongue of any man
waiting
who
for
tries to talk
cooldowns
me
and
out of
stuff, at least at the beginning, but
Forest dark enough as it is.
you are still in full control. You're not just holding a button down.
Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. We're finished. What do you got for us?
Final Fantasy 15 was just a mess, though. Everybody hated the ending, and then there was supposed to be, like, a better ending, but it became DLC, and there was supposed to be more, but, they canceled it, because I guess the game was just such a disaster to work on.
Don't let them get away.
DLC in this game is way smaller scale for what it's worth.
See that river?
It's just like an extra area, some new stuff to get, and
Lost wing in no time.
In no time.
some new modes.
Give them all you got for us.
Which is probably why they actually finished it.
You know what to do, boy. There, boy.
Some people are like, I'm sad this game isn't open world. I'm like, did you play 15? Did you play 15? It's not an interesting open world, and the combat wasn't great either. I mean, it didn't really benefit from being open world. Probably made the development harder. played 15 for a few hours and thought it was pretty
At least they're
bad.
not giant lizards.
I'm not a fan of the whole cooldown system in this, but I think just like all the action RPGs I played, it'll be less of an issue later. Oh boy, QTE. Favorite.
Behind you.
Well, I'm skipping the cutscenes, so it's not a problem for me. What's up, man? I haven't played this game before, so we'll see if I stick with it. Mostly just want to get to the Bloody Palace.
You know what to do, boy. Not this time.
Why do I need to do this 3 times? Alright. Am I playing God of War or what? Yeah, triple QTE. Alright, cool. I'm immersed right now. I'm very immersed. My immersion is just off the charts right now because I had to mash a button 3 times. Can you, like, turn off the QTEs? I would be more than happy to do that. Just turn them off. This is nice when games just let you turn them off. Like, yeah, these aren't actually interactive. They're just a way to make it seem like the cutscene has gameplay. I'm not sure if they do. I haven't really looked. And I skip the QTEs. It's mostly just like pushing one button anyway. Nah, they're not cool enough to let you skip the QTEs. Okay, if you guys want to see my settings, I have DLSS 3 on, no dynamic resolution scaling, DLSS is set to quality. I put frame generation on. I was getting like 80 to 90 FPS, but it was kind of unstable, so I just put that on. That might be blasphemy to some people, but I prefer a stable, consistent frame rate. Reflex is on. Everything is on high, but NPC quantity, because in a lot of these games, the town is like the laggiest part. That's basically it. And then I got it at 1440 borderless. That's what I'm running with currently. I haven't had any problems with the port so far. I don't know how it's gonna get with like the big Megazord fights, but for now it's fine.
I heard there's
Biggest complaint with this port is that
masters in the Imperial
the
capital.
cutscenes are locked at 30 FPS, which is pretty jarring, but I don't know. It's pretty common, honestly. A lot of games are like that. I'm not really watching most of them, so
I'd
I'm
be
not too
happy
worried
to.
about it.
Better get this to... Jeffrey, was it?
It's the second game I played with Ben Starr as the main character in the last month. I played Atlas Fallen last month, and I guess they hired him. They replaced whoever was doing it before, and they put him in. So you've got Clive and two action RPGs in the same month. If you didn't play this on PS4. I'm glad he's getting work. English voice acting in this game is very good. Definitely one of those games where you don't want to play it on Japanese. Which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I like that English dubs aren't hot garbage like they were when I was growing up. I generally play games in English, at least the first playthrough, and then I'll switch to JP after, depending. Unless it's a complete disaster like the Vesperia Definitive Edition. They completely botched the English dub. I just only play that one in Japanese.
Figures up ahead.
Are they friends or foes?
Nah, I think we're gonna combo these guys.
Don't let them get away.
Don't let him get away.
Give them all you've got, boys.
All were looters. But why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
I don't even know what he looks like. The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
Getting some frame drops here.
You miss me? I'm flattered, but let's stick to the plan, eh?
That sounds like a child.
What's with the frame drops in here? Might knock it down to 1080. See if that helps.
To the church, then.
I also don't have DRS on, so that's gonna impact things, but I saw how bad this game looks with DRS on. It's very bad. PS5 version of this, pretty much is never running at 60 FPS. And the dynamic resolution scaling doesn't help that much, so you get a sub-HD picture image quality, but it's still not maintaining 60. I think PS5 Pro is going to really benefit for this game. This game looks nice, but for the level of combat it has, which is not DMC level, but still decent, that level of frame rate problems is pretty bad.
Get him, boy. There, boy.
Why would I get a PS5 Pro? I got a 4070 Ti Super, Generation 2 NVMe, 32 gigs of RAM. What would possess me to get a PS5 Pro? It would take Sengoku Basara 5, something of that level to get me to buy one. Which is not happening. In a perfect world, maybe, but they're not making a Basara 5. Probably the only reason I would ever get a PS5. Exclusives kind of don't exist anymore. It's like timed exclusive. You know, they won't say that it's coming to PC, but they'll say like some marketing bullshit like exclusive to PlayStation 5 for at least a year. Which is just business speak for it's gonna be on PC in a year. Especially right now, that's all that means, because they can't port PS5 games to Switch. Nothing that's going to be exclusive anyway. Xbox is missing out on so many ports. I mean, they couldn't even get the Marvel collection on Xbox without basically getting begged to do it on Twitter. So, whenever they say that, it's basically just, yeah, wait a year and some change, and you can play it on PC. So, unless you're a content creator, you need to get the content out frame one. There's no reason to
There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour.
no reason to get stuff on console anymore.
And our best hope of getting a decent night's kit.
Waste of money.
What can I interest you in today? You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Take this. May the mother...
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing...
Rebirth PC is
His
probably
word,
like still a
that's
year
all.
away.
But how?
No, it's been out for a
You
few
don't need
months.
to worry about that just yet.
This was a little over a year. I think it was a
Everyone in
year and a
Lostwing
couple
knows
months.
what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting up.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Nah, that game looks slow and clunky. I'm not interested. And I hear it runs like garbage too, so hard pass. I don't like playing big, slow characters, you know that. The fact that it apparently has performance issues on
And that's all you
PCs
can
on par with mine, or even better than mine, makes me care even less. I saw some gameplay. Wasn't really feeling it.
I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Don't have a lot of trust in Western developers to make good melee combat, because they suck at it most of the time. AAA, yes. Indies, no. I play a lot of awesome action games that are indie, or way better than AAA. Yeah, I'm not exactly frothing at the mouth to give indie, AAA action games from the West a chance. It's always a recipe for disaster. Even if it has good gameplay, the port sucks.
The road south then? Unless...
I don't really want
I
to
know
drop
another
70 bucks
shortcut.
on that.
You should be so lucky.
And no, don't donate for me to play that game, because it's not going to get spent on that. I got my dono link there, but don't donate for me to play that game. Not going to happen.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
It's not even any games I want to buy right now. I've got a little backlog going. Well, God of War used to be like something resembling a character action game, but it's not anymore. It's like a walking sim. took all the character action game stuff out of it. Replaced it with walking sims and forced walking sections and unskippable cutscenes.
What are the royalists thinking?
I saw people complaining about a part where you had to play as his son
When they've no intention
for like an
of
hour.
holding it.
Like, yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
The king?
That's the kind of thing I would want a
Well, you
skip
don't think
button
they're acting
for.
on a whim, do you?
But then playing as
This is one
Kratos
of
isn't
his
very
rapid
interesting
becoming
either.
stunts, and he sent his best
He's
to
not much
execute
better. I was interested in trying the roguelike mode for Ragnarok, but I don't know if I have to play through the whole game for that. That makes me not interested.
Stay down.
They don't let you skip cutscenes in that game until you beat it. I just don't really care about Kratos as a character. He's an asshole. They're trying to redeem and humanize him too late after like 6 games of him
Your lady.
brutally murdering everybody for no reason. For very petty reasons. Now it's like, oh, he's a different guy now. I'm like, why don't you just make a
Hard
different
not to crack,
character?
even when it isn't cruel and
He was
violent.
never likable.
I don't care who else is in there.
The only time he was likable is when he saw his daughter in the PSP game and he actually showed emotion and felt remorse. That was like the only time. Now, granted, I didn't play 3, but the ones I did play.
Give them all you've got, boy.
I'm not saying that every character has to be perfect goody two-shoes, but I just like don't. I don't really care about his redemption. He's always been an asshole. He like legit deserves. He deserves the things that happened to him. You know, they're trying to make him into a likable character, and I just think it's way too late for that. Like, they should have done that ages ago. It's like Luke from Tales of the Abyss is a better asshole character than Kratos ever was. Especially because his redemption made sense. Some people didn't like it. Didn't like how... I don't want to spoil the game because it's probably going to get remastered soon with their whole remaster promise. But there's like a turning point where he becomes very depressed. And some people don't like it, but... as somebody who's clinically depressed, it was very realistic. It's like, if that happened to you, I mean, I kind of had to be vague because of spoilers. But the thing that happens to him that makes him depressed is, like, completely justified. Like, it makes sense. He wouldn't be the same person after that happening to you.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
And he does become a better person, and it feels earned. And there's actual consequences for his actions. Even though
We should start with the dungeons.
there's a bit of the debate on whether it was his fault in the first place, but he still has consequences.
To keep ourselves on this side of the bar.
He was a good asshole turned good guy character.
They're all empty.
Way better than Kratos in every way.
This gate.
Need some help.
You can start in the roguelike mode. Are you sure? Are you absolutely positive?
What do you think?
Because I'll probably buy that game if true.
I'm doing most of the lifting.
It's like, it seems like the combat's good enough for an action roguelike, but I just like don't really care about the campaign. I saw a decent chunk of it when it came out, and it's painful to get through because you can't skip cutscenes, and there's a bunch of padding. And like, if it's you know, you just play the roguelike mode as soon as you boot it up, I might consider.
Did you hear that?
Place emphasis on consider. I'm not promising it.
Good news, lad.
Your search is over.
Don't let them get away. you've got more.
So, where to next?
This door only leads to more royalists.
I don't know, it felt like the new God of War trilogy would have been better with a different character. But,
Take your pick.
you know, those games are so expensive to make, they want some kind of brand recognition, so they put him in there, but like,
How about
I don't know. There's 6 games of him being an asshole, I just don't really care about his redemption. I legit don't care. It's too late for that.
Bloody show off.
There's some things you can't come back from. I think Kratos was over that boundary like
Found the Imperial garrison.
5 games ago.
Right where the royalists left.
Again, I have to point out Tales of Abyss because that was like a really good redemption story, and
Damn it.
the way that he became depressed was warranted
Distance, boy.
and realistic, especially for a game with anime characters in it. I actually really empathized with it a lot.
Give them all you've got, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy.
Yes, you can. Huh. When does that game come out? We'll have to look up some gameplay of the roguelike mode. I haven't really looked at it.
Give them all you've got, boy.
Oh, I'm not staying.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle. Get him. Over here.
Oh, wow. Huh. I'll think about it. And by think about it, I mean I'll watch somebody decent play it and see if it's up to my standards, because it's $60. I'm behind on bills currently, so...
Never were one for half measures, were you, Benedict? These poor sods didn't know what hit them.
Is there something in here that skips QTEs? Because I'll totally equip that. I don't want any of the other stuff on. I don't know what that means. Ah, whatever, I'll worry about it later.
All this bloody running. After them. Seems they were expecting it.
You don't say.
Don't let them get away. Lose. That's enough. Sick of Toggle. Stay down. Don't let them get away. Stay down. Give them all you've got, boy. You're the traitor! Keep your distance, boy.
I find it weird that this guy is supposed to be like Final Fantasy's versions of Dante, but he doesn't have a launcher. He has no high time. He's got Stinger,
Krieger must have plans.
and he's got Helmbreaker, but he has no launcher. To do a launcher in this game, you have to do something that's on cooldown, which I hope is one of the things that they'll mod into the games. It's very awkward. You have to summon Torgal to launch stuff in this game, at least at this point. It's like, why doesn't he have a launcher? He's got enemy step too. Like they got most of it. They got most of it, but like he has no launcher. What gives, man? Weird moveset design. He's not a tragic hero, he's an asshole. His problems are all self-inflicted. He's not a tragic hero. He never was. He was never once a tragic hero. The whole thing about him, the first game, they completely tell you, like, yeah, he killed his own family because he's bloodlust, he's bloodthirsty. What are you talking about midair during Burning Blade? What's that? You gotta tell me what that is. I don't think I have that yet.
She doesn't look happy, Torgal. Come on. Hold sword attack. Alright, I'll take your word for it. We'll take your word for it. Where is that? This one? Master it. What does mastering it do? What does that do? Just tell me. I'm obviously not really, I'm not really playing this for the story. What does mastering things do? It doesn't tell you, so I don't really know. She must be here somewhere.
Charge it faster. Doesn't look like a launcher to me, dude. Is that a launcher? That does not look like a launcher.
been signaled.
Oh, alright, you're right. You're right. Earned your moderator status.
That's enough. Stay down.
That's why I listen to my mods. The mods are all well versed in how little I play games for the story, so I'm totally cool with being backseated. I don't mind, especially with my clinical low frustration threshold. Like, guys, tell me the answer. Prevents me from getting triggered. Go for it. Doesn't bother me at all. If I don't want spoilers, then I just don't stream. Just pretty much, last time I really did that was Metroid Dread, because I waited like 20 years for that game. I didn't want to be spoiled. I just like didn't stream it. I did like 2 streams of that game. Like, you know what? I actually don't want spoilers. I don't want backseating, so I just didn't stream it. If I'm streaming a game, I generally don't care. Just tell me everything. I don't mind. I don't make any money off streaming unless the off chance somebody donates. So it doesn't really influence what I play or do. I like it or I don't.
Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. That's enough. Better not have flown away.
I think a lot of people could benefit from not streaming things if they don't want spoilers. I see so many people get so mad about that. I'm like, you know, you could just not stream it, right? It might hurt your wallet, yes, but if you want to not be spoiled, you shouldn't stream it. That's my take on it. Like, I waited 2 decades for Metroid Dread. I didn't want anybody to spoil it for me under any circumstances. Like, one of the few times I really cared. But story in that game was disappointing anyway. It kind of legit ignored a lot of the things that happened in the previous game. Just kind of didn't even mention them. It's yet another game where I actually watched the cutscenes and I was disappointed. It happens to me a lot. If I actually care about story in a game, I always get disappointed. I'm like, yeah, I should have just skipped them. There's no reason to not skip them.
Over here. Get him. Sick of Tomo. Damn boy, the satisfaction.
Metroid Dread's story was just weird because it completely ignored the events of Fusion almost entirely. And that game had way more story than any other Metroid game combined. But then, like, when they made the new one, they ignored all of that entirely. I'm like, why did you drop that many major plot twists that should, like, actually change...
Keep your distance, boy.
Actually change the plot forever, but then, like, don't mention any of it. The game itself was good, but the story felt like a filler episode instead of, like, actually continuing. Metroid aren't really meant to be played for the story anyway, but I feel like for the amount of cutscenes they had and how much story Fusion had, they really dropped the ball. I guess part of the problem is, like, the games are like 20 years apart, so they probably didn't want to force people to play the original, but they could have done a better job.
Too slow. Sick of Toggle. This time. Too slow. Not this time. Over here. Sick of Toggle. Where is he? Task again.
Okay. Thank you for your backseating. Giving the knowledge donations. I hadn't really looked at a lot of the high-level stuff for this. I looked at some of it. Mostly... No, I wouldn't really call it blind. Watched a bunch of the cutscenes and stuff,
Too slow. Not this time. Not this time.
Time to join your pet.
I'll bury it together!
Stay down.
Just touch me.
I thought it was gonna be a QTE.
Shit!
Bad luck.
Got the authentic gamer rage there. I can relate to that. Just drop an F-bomb. Very accurate. Got the gamer girl rage.
There's a convoy. That's better.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you, pal!
Better already. That's better.
Benedictus. Had you taken her power? You don't still have it, do you?
I think I do. I can feel it.
Well, I'm not keen to try it out. What could possibly go wrong?
They've come from the sky here! The bridge is closed. Take that. Flanks to toggle. A little help. Not this time. My wounds will...
Alright, so I'm gonna get to town, and I'm gonna try out the Towerborne nerfs, and then I'm gonna go eat something, because, a neighbor was supposed to call me a while ago about paying me today, but, they're having some difficulties in their family right now, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. I can't wait much longer. I'm actually very hungry, so... We're gonna switch gears here. Like I said, I've already seen a massive chunk. I mean, I've seen the speedrun multiple times. I watched a bunch of the cutscenes, so I'm not really committed to playing all of this on stream. It's kind of when I feel like it. Alright, there we go. Alright, now let's play
That's not
Towerborne.
just windy weather.
Alright, let's try out these nerfs firsthand. See how it is. Yeah, I'm enjoying FF16 so far, but I don't know how much I want to play it currently, because I feel like people are going to mod that game like crazy. It might become like DMC5 and Kingdom Hearts 3, which are like also character action games, where the mods make the game like twice as good, so I don't know. I'll probably get a little bit farther, and I might just decide to wait. I haven't quite decided yet. DMC5, like, wasn't worth playing at launch. The mods fixed, like, almost every complaint about the game and made the gameplay even deeper. I'll keep an eye on their mod progress, see how they're doing. Alright, let's see how much the damage got nerfed. I am getting pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have to
turn off the stream soon and eat something, because my neighbor wasn't answering the phone. Yeah, damage, definitely a lot less damage. That's not worth continuing. They think they changed it so the elements don't stack as hard as they used to. Let's try that again. I might try on my thief instead, because he's almost maxed out.
definitely doing less damage. Definitely doing less damage, but they also do too. They also nerfed damage over time. They nerfed it for like the player and the enemy. But this guy's not maxed out, so I don't know how much that impacts things. That was a good fight though. They didn't really do any gameplay balance changes though, like the fact that the thief is way more fun to play than everyone else. That didn't get changed. That's the same as it's been. It's because the thief, the R1, like, actually does something. On this character, the punch is mostly useless. It's nice to cancel out of stuff, but, like, on bosses it doesn't really do much. But I guess it'll be a while before they iron out things like that. Alright, so I need to get to level 27. See if I have a Ratkin one in here. Might go do that next, actually. I could just wear this one. Ah, yeah. Alright, let's just get to 27 then. Really don't like the music in this game. It's very generic. It's not good battle music. Sounds like movie trailer music. Really not a fan. This might be a custom soundtrack game. It's very grating. It's not bad music. It's just doesn't really have any identity. It's just kind of there. Gave me a bad boss. Oh, come on. I hate that about this game. You're not invincible on startup. It takes 25 seconds for that to come back. Oh, well, this run is washed. Oh, come on. 3 times in a row? I've never fought that boss before. That wasn't too bad. It's whack how you put out your summon and they if you get hit during startup, the cooldown still depletes, which is like the thing that I hate about DFO and closers. You get put in hit stun, you do something that takes 45 seconds to come back. It's like, too bad. Too bad. Tough luck. Gotta wait a full minute to do it again, because they hit you like the frame that you put it out. Yeah, that orb is really nice for... It's really nice for bosses, but you gotta be careful when you put it out, because they, if anything touches you, it doesn't come out, and the cooldown still goes through. They nerfed that move, too. I'm like, no, you really need to nerf it? Like... There's a lot of risk involved to using it. I feel like they should have, like, lowered the cooldown if they're gonna nerf the damage, because it makes it not that useful anymore. The way that cooldown works in this game, I don't know, it's kind of fine with it doing a lot of damage. Because you sacrifice being able to use it for combos. It's actually not that great for combos, just because the cooldown is so long. If you don't position it properly, you're not going to be able to do it again for half a minute. I feel like they should have buffed a lot of the stuff that sucks in this game more than they should have done nerfs. The Sword and Shield class is terrible, because the parry doesn't do much and you can't animation cancel into it, so it's never really a good time to use it. Shouldn't you fix stuff like that first? You have a class in the game that doesn't feel good to use because its core exclusive mechanic is trash. It's never worth using. This class as well, the punch is not great. You should be able to, like, just charge it or something. That would make it worth using. The amount of burst it does for how long it takes to charge is very disjointed. Whereas the Thief, you get full invincibility up until like the end of the animation, and it puts enemies. It restands enemies as well. It's like so much better. This guy's punch is useless. I only use it. The animation cancel. That's it. It serves no other purpose. It needs to do a lot more damage, or have some kind of instant rev style mechanic where you can use it more. But as it is now, it's like, you know, I really want to use that. No, not really. Provides no benefit. These enemies are annoying. Especially with this class. This class kind of sucks. Also, this game commits the sin of giving you, like, no inventory space. Can we stop doing this? Just give me infinite space. Like, why do I only have 40 slots for this? It's nowhere near enough. It's getting really tiresome. It's like, no loot games want you to just, like, keep playing. You always have to keep going back to town and getting rid of trash. Like, just give me more space. Sometimes you get, like, 3 of those things for doing 1 level, and you can only carry 40. Like, why don't you give me an actual decent amount of space? Like, I hate inventory management. Every game. It's the worst thing. Give me an actual decent amount, not like 12 slots.
gotta do this way too much. This is useless as well. 2% of max HP with the fully charged one. You can fully charge it like once per fight. Why would you want to use that? It seems completely useless. This game's actually got pretty decent loot, but some of it is just like... You really expect people to want to put this on? It's too much effort for no reward. Oh, damn it, I hate that about this game. Just get rid of it, man. Ugh. I need to stop doing this. Just give me enough space so I only have to do this, like, every couple days I play, not every single time I boot it up. 40 slots is nothing. A pathetic amount. Come on, man. We're not on like 24 megs of RAM anymore. Like, can you just give me way more space? So it's the same problem I had with Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That game, like, the loot in that game sucked for one, but then inventory, getting rid of it was terrible because you could only get rid of like 10 at a time. Like, do you guys even play your own game? Like, if you could get rid of more of it at once, and the loot was actually interesting, it wouldn't be as bad. But the loot in that game was very boring, and you also couldn't get rid of it quick. That game had the worst loot management I've ever seen. I still enjoyed that game, but I don't know. You can't expect people to be really excited to get loot when getting rid of it is more painful than cleaning your room. Something's gotta give. The loot needs to be interesting, and you need to be able to get rid of trash quick. And it needs to give you, like, enough materials to be worth the pain of having to get rid of it all. But, this game's not as bad as Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, but at least that game gave you a lot more space. It totally feels like it's designed like DFO, where it's designed to piss you off, but then, like, there's totally going to be a microtransaction to give you more space. That's probably what they're doing. It's always the easiest way to get people to spend money on a free-to-play game. People aren't really keen to gamble on, like, costumes or costumes or time savers, but like more storage, people will pay for that right away. Especially if you make it annoying enough. The game sucks to play unless you spend the $5. Stop spawning ads. Okay, is he just gonna keep summoning ads? Most annoying thing. Come on. Stop summoning ads. Why do they keep coming back? Nice, I'm gonna lose because of the ads. Keep respawning. Stop coming back! What the hell, man? Normally they don't respawn until there's a damage phase. Keep coming back. That was really weird. I don't know if that was, to quote a wise man, bugged game mechanics or not, but like, usually the way the ads work in this game is there's an initial spawn, and if you kill them, then you'll be one-on-one with the boss, but after it recovers from being stunned, it'll summon another wave. That was really weird. Anyway, hit level 27, so let's put the better gear on, and I'm gonna go ahead and eat something. That's a good stopping point for now. Alright, let's get the better stuff on the body. Alright, folks, that's gonna do it for now. I'm starving. I cannot avoid sustenance any longer. So, thanks for watching. Damage nerf actually doesn't seem that severe. It's nice that they nerfed damage over time on you, because that was like the main thing that made playing solo unfair, because you only get like 2 revives, and poison could take off like all your health. I should also mention damage over time can kill in this game. It's not like some most turn-based RPGs, when you poison something, it can't actually kill them. It kills you. So it's nice that they nerfed that, because that was like the most unfair thing. I definitely am doing a lot less damage, but I'll have to test with the punch guy. But yeah, I don't really like playing as the Pyro class, because it's too slow. And the Sentinel, the Sword and Shield class, is just really flawed with the parry. You can't cancel into it, and it doesn't really do much. So I'll probably finish the rest of the content, and then probably wait for updates. But yeah, there'll be more FF16 and Towerborne later today, most likely. I don't know if I'm going to be working at my neighbor's house. I obviously can't stream either of those games on Steam Deck. That's just straight up not possible. So I'll have to figure out a kitty sitting stream game to play on the side. Probably Nightmare the Lunatic, because that's a pretty good action roguelike I've had backlogged. So I'll catch you guys later.